In the year 79 CE, an entire Roman city was buried alive in a single day. People vanished mid-sentence, mid-meal, mid-step. Nearly 2,000 years later, Pompeii still shows us the exact moment life stopped. Pompeii was a busy Roman city near the Bay of Naples in modern-day Italy. It stood in the shadow of Mount Vesuvius. For centuries, Vesuvius showed no signs of danger. The people of Pompeii did not know it was a volcano. In 79 CE, Pompeii was home to around 10 to 12,000 people. It had stone streets, shops, taverns, bathhouses, temples, and richly painted homes. Life was ordinary. Bread baked in public ovens. Wine was sold at street counters. Political messages were written on walls. Then, in late August of 79 CE, everything changed. Around midday, Mount Vesuvius erupted without warning. A massive column of ash, gas, and rock shot into the sky. It rose more than 20 kilometers high. The Roman writer Pliny the Younger watched from across the bay. Years later, he described the cloud as shaped like a pine tree, tall and spreading. At first, ash fell gently on Pompeii. Many people stayed indoors. They believed it would pass. It did not. Ash and pumice stones began to rain down for hours. Roofs collapsed under the growing weight. Streets became buried and impassable. Some people escaped. Thousands stayed behind. As night fell, darkness covered the city. The eruption grew more violent. Early the next morning, the deadliest phase began. Superheated clouds of ash and gas surged down the volcano's slopes. These pyroclastic surges moved faster than any human could run. They reached Pompeii. Temperatures inside them were likely above 250 degrees Celsius. Death was instant. People did not slowly suffocate. Their bodies shut down within seconds from extreme heat. Families collapsed where they stood. Some shielded their faces. Some clutched valuables. Some tried to flee at the final moment. Within hours, Pompeii was buried beneath nearly 6 meters of volcanic material. The city disappeared. Centuries passed. Pompeii faded from memory. Its name survived in ancient writings, but its location was lost. In 1599, workers digging a canal uncovered ancient walls and inscriptions. But real excavation began in 1748. What archaeologists found was astonishing. Pompeii was not ruined by time, it was sealed. Houses still stood. Shops still held jars of food. Wall paintings remained bright. Most haunting were the human remains. In the 19th century, archaeologist Giuseppe Fiorelli discovered empty spaces inside the hardened ash. These spaces were left by bodies that had decomposed. He filled them with plaster. When the ash was removed, human forms appeared. Men, women, children, frozen in their final moments. A man shielding his face. A family holding one another. A dog still chained. These were not artistic creations. They were exact molds of real people. Pompeii preserved everyday Roman life in extraordinary detail. Fast food counters called thermopolia, carbonized bread loaves in ovens, graffiti about politics, love, and insults. It also preserved the city's problems: poor sanitation, open sewers, crowded streets. Nothing was edited by history. The eruption also claimed the life of Pliny the Elder. A Roman admiral and scholar, he sailed closer to observe the eruption and help survivors. He died, likely from toxic gases. His nephew survived. Pliny the Younger's letters remain our most important eyewitness account of the disaster. Modern scientists still use the term Plinian eruption because of his descriptions. Pompeii was not alone. Nearby cities like Herculaneum, Stabiae, and Oplontis were also destroyed. Herculaneum, buried by even hotter material, preserved wooden furniture, food, and scrolls. Together, these cities form the most complete record of ancient Roman life ever discovered. Pompeii did not decay. It paused. Every excavation reveals more, but also removes what remains. That is why archaeologists now dig slowly and carefully. Above it all, Mount Vesuvius still stands. It is still active. Millions of people live near it today. Pompeii was not destroyed because its people were foolish. They were living normal lives beneath a silent mountain. In a single day, nature erased a city, and in doing so, preserved it forever. History does not always fade slowly. Sometimes it stops all at once.